So, hello everybody, Sam here, and welcome back to Super Metroid. This will be part 3. Just in case you were curious as to why my upload came late, I hurt my knee pretty bad. I was out working, out on the field, doing my survey job, and, well, I put my foot down on the fence and, at the very least, sprained my knee. I'm not all too certain what I did to it, but, I can barely walk on it right now. I haven't been able to go to work for the last few days, and I've been kind of cooped up at home, and they told me, lift my foot up, ice it. So I haven't really had an opportunity to record because I couldn't even get to my office because I couldn't walk until like today. So finally able to record. I may think about doing like a double upload or something. We'll have to see. I'll have to see if the editing team's up to the task. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get back into this game because we got a couple more cleanup items we can grab here in Criteria, and then we're gonna head off to the next area. Alright, so you want to shine spark up here. It's not the only way to get up here, but I find it's the easiest way. So then you place a power bomb right about here and drop down with it. And that reveals this nice little open area here. And this room is quite probably the most dangerous room in Criteria. You definitely want to have power bombs, and the more health you have, the better, because this room, that's magma, and it doesn't matter what kind of protection you have, that stuff will still hurt a lot. And, yeah, this room can kill you pretty easily, especially if you're low on tanks and you don't have good armor. But hey, another energy tank gives us 9 energy tanks plus. Plus the 2 reserve tanks I have. So that'll be helpful. We've already got over half the energy tanks. So there's not really too much more we can do to upgrade our health. Also dangerous spikes. Shout out to them. Alright, so this is quite probably one of the most annoying rooms in the game. See all these pitfalls here? These are crumble blocks. The second you stand on them, they will collapse. And the thing about it is, you only have to manage to land in the middle of them. Perfectly in the middle. So I gotta land on that crack right there, and if I miss it, okay, I did it. And then, there we go. If you don't, then you have to loop all the way back around through those dangerous rooms to get both of these missile tanks. It's annoying. Oh, and you can fall and have to loop around right there. Some crumble blocks will reform the second you stop standing on them. Some of them will just stay gone for good. Alright. So now we get to go and face the next boss of the game. Taken out 2 of the big bosses. No, only one. Kraid was the only one of the big bosses we've taken out. There's still 3 more big bosses to take out. after the second one in this very episode here. So that'll be fun. But no, yeah, the last few days have been not too nice. And I did not save. Yeah. Alright. Now that I've drank my tea, I'm good to go. What's interesting, I went so fast that I actually walked off of the curve. And had a little bit of a fall. Now you may be wondering how that killed that key hunter. And what that did, when you shine spark into a wall, and then you hit that wall, after the shine spark's finished and you stop moving, two like phantom versions of you will fire off in the perpendicular to whatever path you were flying, and those things do so much damage. Also, I'm trying to get this to work, and every time I manage to get the shine spark, I end up immediately using it instead of jumping and then using it like I intend to. And then when I do get it, well, I guess I'll be back when I actually do successfully pull this trigger. Well, I guess that didn't take long. So yeah, you can just shine spark through this room. I probably would have been faster if I just used the grapple beam. But yeah, this is how you can get over here without the grapple hook. It's a bit more consistent than the grapple beam. There's a way to speed boost through this room, but it involves using a trick that I don't know how to do. Well, I mean, I know how to do it, but I am not skilled enough to actually pull it off. And that's the short speed boost. And what that is, it has to do with the way the game counts your momentum. Like, it doesn't register whether or not you're holding the A button down consistently. It's like every so many frames it checks to see if the A button is being pressed, and so you can kind of let go of the A button a bit, and if you tap it in just the right rhythm, you can trick the game into giving you a full speed boost, even if you haven't started running fast enough for it. So you can end up with speed boosts that look like you're just walking. If you do it right. You can get speed boosts off some pretty short distances. Anyway, here's the next boss. Fantoon. Say hello to Fantoon here. Well, now, this guy here is a tad bit of a jerk. But I just so happen to know the perfect little trick to beat this guy pretty easily. So, most people that play this game will tell you, never shoot a super missile at Fantoon. But I say, always shoot a super missile at Fantoon, because of this little exploit I'm going to show you here. If you charge your charge beam and then just jump, you can just jump right through this attack without taking any damage. Yep. For some reason, having your beam charged and spin jumping through it just negates the damage completely. Of course, like if you're trying to speedrun the game, obviously don't shoot a super missile at him because the amount of time it takes him to use that attack is just ridiculous. So don't do it. If you're trying to speedrun the game, but otherwise, yeah, sure, fire away. You gotta remember to actually jump. And again, this boss is pretty easy, again, because all of its ads are just drop pickups. Much like Maridia. I think 1 or 2 more shots should do the trick. It does have quite a bit of health. One more super kill. Pretty simple, pretty easy boss once you already know his pattern. And you look, I've only lost 3 energy tanks fighting him, and I didn't even come in here with full tanks, so it's pretty simple once you already know the pattern. I remember trying to play this game the first time. That boss fight gave me a lot of trouble. But you just gotta remember the pattern, you just gotta remember to jump through the attacks. It's a lot easier if you just jump through the attacks, because you can guarantee that 5 times damage attack on him. You may not kill him faster, but it will ensure that you're killing him a lot more consistently, which is a bit more important. Super missile pack here. And then... I'll be coming back here later. I want to get a few more items before I head that way. I have my reasons. I think. No, that's the right way. It's just I don't remember seeing those enemies in this room before. You don't have to hit him with a super missile. That just happens to be what I had equipped. He'll die to a normal missile. They'll also, I believe, die to grapple beam. But I don't want to test that again and then realize I was wrong again. Alright, so place a super missile here. You want to hit the second hole. Another super missile tank. In case you were wondering where all the super missiles were being held. Oh, that's 10 super missiles right here in the wrecked ship, right next to each other. Alright. Ow. Ow. Those spikes hurt. That's like, I think that's like a good 20 damage per spike hit. I've mentioned it before. Spikes are not fun. This particular area has quite a lot of spikes. I'm not going through that door yet, because that's the door I don't want to go through yet. That's a save room there. I'm not worried about saving room. A second. Oh, I'm missing an item already. There are just sometimes you just forget to look at certain places. I think it's here. No. It's gotta be right here. Yep. While I'm that, this room's actually one of the few rooms with an item that you can get to before you defeat Phantoon and restore the power here. And if you do, you'll find an interesting little feature. If there's no power, the spikes don't move. And apparently that just means they don't damage you, because you can stand on an unpowered spike and not take any damage whatsoever. Like, they're completely harmless. But anyway, it's just another missile tank. It's one of the few missile tanks in the game that you just, if you miss on your 100% run, it's gonna hurt you, because you're gonna be like, well, where is that missile? And then it won't be until later on when you see someone else go for it, or you go for it on a different run, you'll be like, that's the missile I was missing! Out of all the pieces of equipment, missiles are probably the hardest piece of equipment to get all of the tanks for. I believe the maximum missile carry amount by the end of the game is going to be 230 missiles. So that's just that's a lot of missiles. That's a lot of missile tanks, a lot of time spent gathering them, and then it's just... Oh, another interesting thing I want to explain here. You do not need to kill all the enemies in this room multiple times. You need to kill them only once. If you do things right. Flashing doors, if you open them once, they will never turn into a gray door again. So as long as I open all those doors, they will not turn back into gray doors. So you just gotta keep shooting these guys, knocking them back into the spikes. And get another missile tank. Ow. Anyway, so now, none of these doors will be gray, and I can just... that charge beam does not deal enough damage to kill these enemies. It's worth noting that if you're trying to spin jump while charged, it will only kill enemies that your charge beam can normally kill. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's this item here, I believe I can get it by shine sparking. It's way over. Okay. Right in line with that island. Alright. Oh, and I hit the island. Dang it. I can't use that to get up there. No, that ain't working. Alright, I had to take the long route. That! I was on it. Gotta wait for this thing to turn around, and then I gotta hop up onto the next one, which will take me all the way over to it. This is a slow way of getting it, but it works at the very least. Now I gotta wait for this thing to turn around and approach the wall. So I will be back once it's back. Alright. And then you just shoot it, jump into it, and you get it. That's all there is to it. I'm running low on energy now. Super missile this block there. Super missile block there. Another missile tank here. I may have to grind for some energy, because I'm actually getting very low. Not feeling happy about that. I believe I just need to go... It's just through this door. Alright. Maybe? Oh, yeah. I'll have to come back around for that. Oh, I need to go into the reflection. Figure this one out. My memory is failing me here, and I'm getting very upset about it. Oh wait, I know what I need to do. I know where I need to go. Okay. Sorry. Brain freeze. But, you just need to bomb here. Then follow this tunnel. And here's where I'm gonna grind for some health real quick, and I'll be right back once I'm done. Alright, I'm back. Got some health back. Now we're gonna get a really cool upgrade. Nice reward for beating such a tough boss. Also, I don't want to risk dying, so I'm just gonna play it safe. Oh, that was close. Alright, so you stand in this Chozo statue and go into Morph Ball. And that's all you gotta do. Now I can put my remote down and wait. Whew. Yeah, I turned off my air conditioning in my house because it's too loud for the video. So it's getting kind of hot in here now. But I can take it. Now we're gonna get this upgrade, but then I'm gonna head on back because there's another item I want to grab. This upgrade is the gravity suit, and boy do I love this suit. Oh, doubles my defense again, and allows me to not only walk in lava without being hurt, but walk through all liquids without any friction. And what that means is walking around in water and lava is just the same as walking around on dry land. So there's no effect there. Also has this nice little purple coloration to it, which is really nice. It's an all-around nice suit. The missile tank here. But it wouldn't be Super Metroid if they just had a missile tank back here and that's it. No, instead you're expected to shine spark up here and grab the. Oh, crap! I got a shine spark again. Alright. At least the shine spark isn't hard to pull off. And you're supposed to jump across here and then grab this reserve tank. 3 out of 4 reserve tanks, I believe. I'm trying to remember where the last reserve tank is. I think it's in the next section, but I'm not too sure. Nice little plane flying overhead. Don't know if that's gonna be in the video or anything. Alright, so now we're in the water, and as you can see, water has no effect on us anymore. I can run at full speed and even get a speed booster underwater. Shoot here. Another missile tank under here. This is another missile tank that you're gonna miss if you don't know where it's at. It's in one of the most ridiculous spots of all time. But anyway, having that gravity suit just it lets you go places, man. Well, we're gonna be going ahead and jumping into the next section. And we're gonna see about. Go through this door here. This room is referred to as the Spiky Death Room, because these spikes are, well, they're the same kind of spikes that do the most damage in the game, and if you're coming through here, say, without the gravity suit, or without any suit, because it is technically possible, you can die very quickly. It will deal, like, I believe without any suits, those spikes deal over 100 damage, which is ridiculous. Alright, so you grapple across here. You don't even technically need to grapple there. And then you grapple over here. And that's why I didn't go back to the ship to heal. Yep. Because it's worth noting that every time you collect an energy tank, it fully restores your health. So that gives us 10 energy tanks, plus the 3 reserve tanks, for a total of 1,399 energy at maximum capacity, which, yeah, that's quite a bit of energy. These platforms are for, I guess if you wanted to get through here without a suit, but I mean, I guess you wouldn't be able to get up here without the gravity suit anyway. So, like, the platforms are kinda useless. Because water is no longer an obstacle. You may be wondering why I don't shoot at those green things. They just drop, they just spawn a bunch of minions thingies. The minion thingies die in one hit and drop a bunch of pickups, but there's really no point in doing that unless you're grinding for health and you don't have another consistent enemy spawner. As far as ammunition is concerned, well, if you're going for a run like I am, you're probably not going to have a problem with ammo. Alright. The last brand new sector to explore, aside from the end sector. Maridia! And if you thought that the wrecked ship had a bunch of water in it, and maybe that was it for the water levels, oh, you're so wrong. Maridia in and of itself is a giant water level. But unfortunately, I have run out of time for this video. I don't want to let it run on too long, or my editor is going to get very mad at me. So anyway, I am going to let you go here, and let me know if you liked the video. If you did, well, you can always hit the like button. It lets me know if you liked the video. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry about the upload schedule being all mixed up. I'll work to try and fix that later. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.